maintaining water at a good level at all times is critical. A good level is to be able to pick up a handful of soil and clench it into a ball and have it hold, right? If you can actually feel some moisture in there. It shouldn't be clumpy, it shouldn't be muddy, but you should be able to feel some moisture. It should be able to hold together something. Oftentimes people will scratch the surface of the soil, and you scratch down 1/2 inch, and it goes from being light colored to a little bit darker. And you say, oh, look, it's moist right there, it's fine. But you dig it up, and it's really just, you haven't burned off the organic matter yet, right? The top 1/2 inch, which is light colored, has no organic matter because it's all oxidized, and the lower 1/2 inch is just, still has organic matter in it. You know, get down there, get up a handful, and squish it together. I would suggest that your soil is as aerated as you are able to put your hand down into it. So if you can't get your hand down past 1.5 inches before it starts to get jammed up under your fingernails because the soil's too tight, there's your issue is not enough air in your soil. Can you hold the soil together? Does it feel moist? If you got enough moisture. Can you put your hand into it? Then you got enough air. I talked about air and water. I haven't emphasized them enough, but they're really foundational as far as I'm concerned. Try that with the leaves on one part of the garden this winter and not on the other part. And just check the structure, the looseness of the soil in the spring. If you haven't done this before, you'll be absolutely blown away at how much looser and more friable and much more structure the soil has that was covered during the winter from the soil that was bare. When you have an irrigation system in place, then you have the capacity to feed your plants through that irrigation system as well. Foliar spraying is a technique of being able to spray things onto the foliage. This is the cheating that's like totally cheating. If you want your plants to be turn around and look great, to appear to be growing very well all year long, a regular foliar spray protocol is one of the best ways to do it. You can be a really crappy farmer and get really good looking crops if you apply foliar sprays on a regular basis. That's been my experience. So having that technology, capacity, infrastructure on hand is very helpful. There are the backpack sprayer pump action types that are 3 or 4 gallons or 2 or 3 gallons oftentimes, which I hate, absolutely passionately hate. I don't know what it is about the pumping and then getting clogged and it takes forever aspect of it, but I really, really don't like it. I've got one that's called a mist blower, which is basically a leaf blower with a tank on top. I mean, it basically is a leaf blower with a tank on top, and it drops the water right into the end of the pipe. And I can do this whole room from here. I can do that wall, right? The only problem is it's a machine, and so it makes noise, so I have to put my headphones on and listen to the radio. But I can do a 1/2 acre in 15 minutes. And it's a really, really valuable technology.
Did you make it?
I didn't make it. I bought it, but you could easily make it if you had a leaf blower. You could put a tank on top of a leaf blower. The technology is called mist blower. It's a mist blower. It's used oftentimes in orchards to spray chemicals. It's a 4-gallon tank on top of a leaf blower, and they cost hundreds of dollars. But if you can get an old leaf blower off of Craigslist or wherever, and hitch a tank to it, all you got to do is have a little on-off switch, and then a little tube that runs the water down and just drops it into the end. Really simple and totally powerful. You can use a little misting bottle if you want, but having that capacity I think is really valuable. So